I know in general you're net cautious on not just maybe Robinhood, but the degree to which technology is increasing participation in asset investing, whether it's good or bad long term.
That's absolutely right. You know, Robinhood's big claim to fame is that they've democratized access to finance. But I think they've democratized it the same way that Purdue democratized access to OxyContin. Simply making something easier to buy does not mean that it is therefore a good idea to buy it. And oftentimes when you make something easier to buy, some of the people who are going to buy it are people who don't understand what they're buying. And that's fine if you have guardrails in place. Robinhood does not have guardrails in place.
What kind do we need?
Well, what I mean is that it takes about a minute to set up an account on Robinhood and begin trading right away. And the first thing that happens is that you get a screen that allows you to play 3-card Monte to find out if you can choose the right card to win a free share of stock. And that's not really what we want to be encouraging people to think about the stock market, right? If you go to Fidelity or Vanguard, it might take as long as 7 minutes to set up your account. But those extra 6 minutes are spent trying to educate the user about how stocks work, how to invest wisely in stocks. Those are the kinds of guardrails, very simple things that can be done to at least educate people to make good choices with their money.
So, Charles, yesterday at our Disruptor 50 Summit, our colleague Jim Cramer really pushed Vlad Tenev, saying that isn't Robinhood just like Candy Crush, and asking him this question in different ways. Tenev said, no, it's not like Candy Crush, and there's a big difference between gamification and accessibility, trying to say that they're taking a more responsible approach now. But what do you make of that comparison and Tenev's response?
It's absolutely gamification. They have leaderboards. You can win points. They have competitions on the site. The only thing that they've removed is that you don't get confetti now on your screen when your stock goes up. Equally, what Tenev has said is that his big thing is that he's rolled out 24/7 voice customer support. You can call 24/7 if you have a question about your Robinhood account. That's marketing. That's not consumer education or consumer protection. That's like saying, because I can call Delta Airlines at 2 o'clock in the morning and ask them whether I can afford a Hawaiian vacation, that they're going to give me good advice on whether I should do that. Of course they're going to tell me to go to Hawaii. They sell airline tickets. And just because I can call Robinhood at 2 o'clock in the morning doesn't mean that they're going to tell me to do the right thing.
Okay, so worst case scenario, what happens here? Market tanks, people who don't know what they're doing, trading on margin, trading options, lose a lot of money, and lawmakers step in and do what?
Well, lawmakers are absolutely going to step in and begin regulating not only Robinhood. They've already charged Robinhood over $100 million in fines for inappropriate behavior. And Gary Gensler has signaled that he's going to crack down not only on Robinhood, but on the crypto marketplace and on the marketplaces that Robinhood is playing in. But I think the bigger cost is that we're teaching a young generation to think about the stock market in the wrong way. The stock market is the greatest tool for wealth creation in history, right? It allows everyone to participate in the bounties of this nation and the world. But it also carries a responsibility, which is at least to educate yourself a little bit about how stocks work, why they go up, why they go down. And what we're instead doing is we're teaching an entire generation of people that they should look at the stock market as a casino. And the problem is that when you go into the casino, it's fun. When you come out, you're hungover, you feel terrible, and you say, I'm never coming back to Vegas again. What we don't want to do is train an entire generation that they never want to come back to the stock market because they play with it in Robinhood, they get burnt, and then they think this isn't something that real people can do.